Danse, Gakyo, I greet you all. We're going to do a little something different besides the Cree language. Igomina, nganihiawan, ikwa, postayon siya. Maga, yeah, I can, I can speak Cree here and there so everyone can understand and I'll translate as I go. Um, what, what, what I'm going to be doing on this video is demonstrate on how Mr. Keenach gets ready for a powwow and putting on my regalia and everything to what to who I am as a warrior, as a Plains Cree warrior, a traditional dancer. And so, Ikuta, we'll go right into it. Ikutayag. Kamatsu postayon san. I shall start dressing up, demonstrate. Okay. What Kamachitana, no, what I'm gonna do first is you always start with your moccasins. That's what I do. Ikwa. I start off with my moccasins and mix the pakiguniwas. That's pakigunio. Uh, Pakiguniwas na. I call them pakiguniwas na. And I can find my other one. uh, Been a long winter. Uh, Nie ma nic jest postający. That's how I start my moccasins first. Hey, ikutama na I so I take it easy at a powwow like this and to make it more a little more lively. It's too quiet in here. Um, you could hear powwow music in the distance. Ikwa. And they want to. It's more like more motivation music for you to get ready, and it's like sports. Ikaw mean kawawi swing. Kawawi swing means to get ready. Kanimihto. And so I'm gonna put on some power music and just to just to make it liven and make it real. So we get there we go. I'll get dressed and but first we put on our moccasins and kasisaw yan. I call it exercise. It's called Indian aerobics. Dancing out there and putting on a good sweat, you know, work the lungs. And yeah, so got our moccasins on. Moccasins, moccasins. Don't mind the socks are way up there. Okay, leggings. The leggings go on. I call them leggings. So, ikonohe, ikonohe kapos ka man. The leggings. I'm wearing up my basketball shorts. So this is how the leggings go on. And just had them on like that. So that one's on, and what comes next is you put on your aprons, front and back aprons. I'll show you this one. Just wait. These are aprons, front and back. The back. And you have your back apron on. And this is the front apron. You're going to put it on the front. So you got your both aprons on. And if I have time, I'll do a little dance for you all. But for now, we're dressing up, just like in a dressing in hockey, or something like that. Yeah, and hold on, I forgot something in the room. Forgot my brush. Always important when you're gonna do your hair at a powwow. And your hairspray. My hairspray's in there. I'll get it later. But for now, I got my aprons, my moccasins, my leggings, right? And after that, you'll usually put on your shirts, dancing shirt, but I'm not gonna on this, but just the next thing that comes on is my belt and my side drops. So these ones are like that into the just like that. Existe. Oh, yeah. No belt. So that's hanging in there, I guess. So my side drops are on, my belt's on. And yeah, so that's what you do is your moccasins, leggings, aprons, and then belt and side drops. Belt, side drops. Okay, mixi ka tsiga na. Mixi ka tsiga na. So next what we do is uh our vest. Our vest goes on. Ikaw may bus ka man. I put it on. Push ka man. I put it on. Push ka man. Then after that, we put on our chest plate. And then I always have a tie down on this side for it, from here and around my waist. So you always want to make sure you have everything on right upon dancing and in getting ready. So now I'm gonna I'm gonna demonstrate. Yeah, I should have put on my belts first, which, but I'll just get right to it. I couldn't find another, what do you call it, Q-tip. Q-tips is what I use to paint with, the face paint. So so for now, I'll just use the red. I guess I ran out of black paint. And I'm just gonna look right into the screen here because I can see myself too. And um, it's like back in the day when warriors would get ready for battle. They used to have earth paint. There was no such thing as grease paint or liquid paint or anything like that back then. Back then they had earth paint, and that's what they used to use. So I'm going to demonstrate a painting, how I do it at a powwow. And this is what I do. I just go like this to my Q-tip. And if you have a brush too, that's just as good. So I do this. That looks straight enough. And then I go like this from the side of your eye. Just go straight towards your ear. So that's the outline of your painting, and so forth, like that. That looks pretty good already, just to start off my season. Miyasin, Miyasinoma. It's good. So that's the outline of where I want to paint. It's always important to start off with the outline of where you're going to paint. But this, whichever designs you decide to have on your face paint, you may not be a traditional dancer too, so you don't really have to worry about it. Or you'll be a fancy dancer. Fancy dancers sometimes paint themselves too. Yeah, and in the middle here, I go right to my tip of my eye on this side, then go across to the other side. So that's my outline of a painting. And what I do now is I just go and so forth on how much you want to put on your face with the paint. This is grease paint I'm using. So when I use this paint, I don't when I sweat, it doesn't smear. Bigot taman yapchita ya ma. Did I miss a spot, guys? Just kidding. As a warrior getting ready for battle, this is the same way they would do it back then. And or going for a hunt, a buffalo hunt, and you want to just be careful you don't smear the paint all over on yourself, like across even past your boundary line, your outline. It's much easier with a mirror, but I can see myself on the screen here, and I just want to show you guys how I do it. And ikot ta, kakoy nita sa pega min kikwagan, meaning you have to be good at you have to do a good job on your face paint on your face. So I barely use red like this, but I use it on my forehead most of the time and black here. But I don't think I have black, and unless one of my boys have it, but them too, they paint themselves and they take dad's paint most of the time, and I'm sure I missed a lot of spots. Just I'm just trying to go with it here on the screen, and hope you're enjoying it thus far. Hope you're enjoying the demonstration, and if I bored you, and I apologize. And so, do I look like Ori already? Give me a thumbs up. All right, there you go. Just kidding. So I'm gonna take a quick look on the mirror too. So this too. Oh yeah, looks good. I'm not gonna paint too much, I'm just it's like these traditional dancers, kakyogo kichita kanimito se iwawista hayag battle. And every one of us get ready for battle. It's we dancing for the people. So there you go. I'll use that much for now. Um, Tikotais ko hanggang sa pigahin ni Kwakan. That's as far as I'll go with painting my face for now. And so every warrior has their own design of face paint, and this is my design. Sometimes I go with different designs too, and with that I'll go with putting on my these things here, or my bells. Got there my hoops. So I tie these on, so forth. You could have regular tie downs for your hoop, but I use hide. Hide is strong. So one, the second one now. Starting to look a little different, aren't I? Yeah, because snaps need look. Because snaps and means I'm starting to look different. I look different. So, so I tie my shell, my hoops, I could call them. Sorry. So you can hear them, ready to go. So what I do next is I put on my choker. Choker, my choker. Not too tight. This is perfect. And then what I do is I take out my roach. Am I borrowing you guys? I'm boarding you guys? Just kidding. Um, and then I unwrap my roach, and then I take Cisco cheese. Cisco cheese uma. Cisco cheese. Remember, Cisco cheese. And then I take my spreader. I put it in the middle. Okay, and then put the back ties of the spreader into my roach. Hi guys, have some coffee or drink some water, and get some refreshments while you're waiting. And nah, if you want, then hope you're enjoying my demonstration. And so in after I put my roach together, I put it aside for now, right? My roach ready to go. Next, you want to put on, okay, I forgot something here. My medallion, my team. This is my team's medallion. Chicago Blackhawks. Next, you put on your armbands. Put them on like that. Find my other one. Here it is. My other armband. So I'm already partially dressed, half dressed. So I'm gonna put on my cuffs, not my beaded ones, but I'll put on these ones I have, my other ones. They have wolf tracks on it, or yeah, wolf tracks. These ones I use too sometimes, and they have weasels on them. But I gotta put on my roach first. Right there, so it's perfect, right in the center. Yeah, center it. Oh, in a long winter, I feel so out of shape. So you got to keep your roach tied down. Okay. Oh, how do I look? Good? All right. Um, yeah, I danced the men's traditional, and every dancer has a story. Kakyo, onimito, kiko yatsumostak kanimihtot, yatsumot kanimihtot. They tell a story when he's dancing. When he's dancing, he's telling a story, and we're called the storytellers. And of tracking the enemy, tracking the buffalo, or tracking the path of our enemy. Yeah, and buffalo, both. So, so I'm just gonna play another song here for you to listen to. Markets are volatile, and all our inputs are costing more. Livestock price insurance really feels good to Himiasik, kanimi to stomach, I say no. Makes me feel good to dance for people and send out good energy for people that need it through negative energy or they're not feeling well. And I try to send good energy for them to lift their spirits or to make them feel better. And it's always a privilege to dance for everyone that needs good energy. And it makes me feel good that hindi umatsa ko yan. Basta yun siya, no ta, kiawaucha, miyasin. It makes me feel good to even put on my regalia for you guys. And it's been a long winter. Like I said, it's been a long winter, and it really feels good to be in my outfit again. I haven't put on my outfit in such a long time. Gota, I'll put on my cuffs now. There you go. These are weasels. I used 8 weasels, 4 on each side. Pretty good, eh? Pretty jazzy. So, with that, what comes on now is bustle, but my my fan and my staff are in the room. So just brief with me. I'll be right back. I brought my this is called a shield. It has a number on it, contest number from Palos. So this is called a shield that every traditional dancer uses. So some, most of them. Some I like not to use one. And yeah, so we'll get down to it to my bustle. This is an eagle bustle. I'll just move this chair. This is make sure it's on good. Kuyas katap tat kinibon mat. Kuyas kitap tatsit kitap tatsit. Five. So there. Do I look ready? Okay. Thank you. I look ready. How I end. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. This demonstration of putting on my outfit, and really feels good to be in my outfit. A lot of ways I could stop after a song, and now I can say I demonstrated for people that I respect. I demonstrated for people that I really deeply respect. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hi, hi. So now that I'm done demonstrating, what we do now is I just put my stuff down and say I just finished dancing my last song of the powwow. I'm huffing and puffing, I'm tired. 2 songs, 3 songs maybe, and I put those down first, and then the bustle always comes back first, third one. So, and then the cuffs, armbands. Then I sit in my vehicle like this. Wow, do I ever miss dancing? Tell me about it. Clayton, talking to myself here. Uh, so I take off my roach now. And I take it off like this, off the spreader. Take the spreader off, put it on the side. And this, you always have to wrap up right away too. Cisco Chisuma. Now, if I can find my wrap, my tensor bandage that I use, I always start from the top. Yeah, this is what we do daily. on the powwow trail, kapag pot sumuyak, iksumitakam siyak. This is what we do. And a lot of dancers from my area, from the Big River First Nations, there's some traditional dancers there too. Jingle, grass, fancy dancers, chicken. So we have a lot of dancers back home. So this is what you do is kawaska, taman, swiskochis. Wrap up your roach. Kawaska, taman, umasiskochis. This is how I grew up. I started off with singing first, really, and then I got into dancing later on. After you're done that, take off your some of your other beadwork, your choker, your vest. You always have to put them away neatly. Always. Take care of your stuff. It takes care of you. Kamiuatamin, kamiu tutamin, kitayunsa, kipotayunsa, Powell regalia, kipotayunsa. And then what you do is you take your wipes, and with my mirror, this is what I do. Comes off really easy with wipes, with just regular rag. You'll have troubles taking it off because it doesn't come off as easy as wipes does. Wipes does. Now, most of it came off. You put the mirror that you have, and your wipes in your bag. And then what you do is your belt comes off next. Then your side drops. And then they go, and then you just put them together, and then go in, and so forth, into a suitcase. And then you take off your aprons. and then you fold them up. You take care of your stuff, takes care of you, right? It's your bread and butter. I call it my bread and butter because that's just what I call them. Because I like bread and butter too, and that's with bologna and canned meat. So, just kidding. So so aprons are already put away. Now your leggings. My basketball shorts. Well, sorry. Um, your hooves, your bells come off too. And then your leggings. You fold them up good, and then put them away. And then the last ones. Remember, we started off with the moccasins. Then we took off everything backwards. Well, the way we ended, and we took them off backwards again, like to the beginning. Moccasins. And I always put them together, and I put them away neatly. Whew, already put up a little sweat there. But I hope you really enjoyed my demonstration of how a dancer prepares himself. And I usually put those away in a plastic bin. And I hang these right in where my mirror, the middle of the vehicle. I hang them there all the time. And but at home I hang them up on the wall. So what you do next is you make sure you have your Q-tips, or like if you have Q-tips out, put them away. You put your paint away. My fan and my shield always go in the plastic bin we have, like plastic box with my feathers there. So you never, ever, ever just throw them in a vehicle or mistreat them. My staff, I always put it on the dash in the van. I put it on the dash. So I'm gonna zip up my suitcase now. So yeah, there you go. It was fun. It was fun to dress up again. And I have my Lakota medicine that works. No, I just put this on my I have hockey injuries that kind of caught up to me, and I put them on. It helps a lot. Um, Or if you want to use A535 or any kind of, when you have sore muscles or aching joints on after dancing, well, young people would know that. They're too young for that. And yeah, seems like I still have pain on me, but not to worry, I'll wash that off real good later on. Yeah, minä sanoma humsas matsuin. It's good this life. Toasum sakmi na wisto mi witamokini mitotsik. My children love to dance too. This is my son's bustle right here, the one in the corner. My son Nipin, almighty voice. He too takes care of his stuff a lot like he's taking care of a baby. That's how you take care of your regalia. Just like taking care of a drum. Mstagwaskik. A lot of teachings come into being a dancer, and I took a lot of advice from others. And we really don't ever stop learning. Kiapits, kiapits if snamagoyak, ni hia ka ni koiski tutamak, katsapo tansegis manatse hayak, mi guanak, igom stikwaskekis manatse hayak, igomina. Ito ne, tagahihtin mana, kakuitsim goya na yak, tansayak, tansegisipi, igi biso pikian. I'm thankful for when people ask me how my upbringing was because I get to tell them how I was brought up, and I was brought up with old people in Nig Kihteyag, and igoto nga ipi big snamo na big squewin. They taught me the language too, and our and a lot of our cultural ways, and and I tried to show my sons the same way of life, and they are with powwow and round dance, and I'm very thankful for that. Nanas kamun bistahe. And if I could, you know, if somebody out there decides to dance, even just one, out of watching my videos, that'll make me feel good. At least I did something, you know, to encourage someone or somebody to do the same. And to keep our culture alive, to keep going as First Nations. Don't ever be ashamed of who you are. Be proud. Be a proud First Nations person. Miwa sinoma ka ni hiawiak. Ni mamitsin hini hiawian. That's what I say is I'm proud to be a First Nations person. Kami na kaso kaso pag ay kaso kaso na mo at sa kay sinowak uma ksnama ksnama gawin to teach others what you were taught. That's what makes our people special. We help each other. We acknowledge each other. We take pride in what we are, what we do, who we are. Excuse me on that, not what. Like, you know, I can't say I'm the most perfect person or I'm the most knowledgeable person. No, I'm far from that. I try. I try to be as helpful as I can. Like I said, I'm still learning myself. Every day we learn. Kaya pitsuma nista. Yakam snamago yan. O magyapits kiano. Kay smatsyak ni hiyaw. And we got to keep going as First Nations. We got to keep going, keep learning our language. It is very important to learn our language and to practice our ways, to practice our language. I always encourage others to speak our language, to practice our language, to practice our ways, our cultural ways. Nihiao tao. When somebody is trying to speak our language, some people out there will try, laugh. That I don't think that's right. That's to me that's disrespectful. When a person wants to practice the language, encourage them. Encourage them to keep going. Encourage them to practice. That's the only way we can do. And most of all, we listen when people are talking in Cree. We learn. We learn as First Nations. And don't let anybody ever disrespect or bring you down in any way because you want to learn our language and you want to learn our culture more. Just don't let it phase you. You know, if you practice it and practice it and practice it, and you know more about our culture, cultural ways, going to round dances, going to powwows, going to our other cultural ways, ceremonies, you know. So all I say is ceremonies because I'm not going to go into that detail because I respect them. I respect the I respect the ceremonies. I really do, and I'm not gonna go that into the into that detail. So but I'm happy. I'm happy I can give a demonstration here and on how I do it each powwow, and I hope I influence somebody to do what me and my boys do. I encourage anybody or anybody wanting to learn to dance, to sing, you know. If you have it and you really want it, go for it. I encourage you. And if you want to learn, give me a shout or give me a holler. I'll always be there to listen and give some encouraging words. And but with that, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed my demonstration of being a powwow person. Woohoo!